right, so today is the 8th anniversary of the passing of the R&B singer Aaliyah. Remember, she passed in a plane crash 8 years ago. She was coming back from a photo shoot in the Bahamas, which was really tragic, just out of nowhere. So rest in peace, Aaliyah, and shout out to her family.
On the street, everybody seems to think that y'all are either girlfriend or boyfriend, or cousins, or friends. let's just get the record straight.
Well, no, we're not related at all. No, we're not. We're just very close. He's my best friend.
Rumors about you being married and stuff like that. Was there any truth to that?
Man, you are so late.
I know, but you know what it is? It's like, I just had to ask it though.
Nah, because like the fans, they know. You know what I mean? Like my fans that I love you, thank you for supporting me. They know. Like you need to get like an old vibe or something and like get the answer because that's old. I'm single.
Plane crash should be accidental.
Should be.
Why would any testimony about what happened leading up to it need to be covered under a non-disclosure agreement if there wasn't foul play?
Wendy Williams is finally revealing all the evidence.
For many years, people have talked about the story behind Wendy Williams, R. Kelly, and Aaliyah. Recently, Wendy has once again spoken about what she believes really happened and the information she says was hidden for a long time. According to her, there were many details about Aaliyah's life and death that the public never fully understood. She claims that once R. Kelly was finally sent to prison, more people began to look back at the past and question what really went on behind the scenes. Wendy often said that she had a close professional connection to R. Kelly in the early years of her career. Because of that, she believes she heard things and saw things that most fans never knew about. She also became deeply interested in Aaliyah's story, especially after learning about her relationship with R. Kelly when she was still very young. Over time, Wendy started to feel that the public had only heard a small part of the truth and that much more had been kept quiet by powerful people in the entertainment world. Most people already know that Aaliyah died in a tragic plane crash in the Bahamas in 2001. She had just finished filming the music video for her song Rock the Boat. At the time, she was only 22 years old, and her career was still growing. When the news broke, fans all over the world were shocked. Many people cried because they felt they had lost a young star who still had so much to give. But almost immediately, rumors started to spread that something about the situation did not feel right. According to...
Do you like teenage girls?
When you say teenage, how old are we talking?
She didn't choose to get on that plane. This who signed NDAs? Why would you need to sign a non-disclosure agreement about a plane crash and what happened leading up to it? Carter is responsible for enacting Hype Williams to put Aaliyah on a faulty plane to move her out the way as punishment for rejecting him, and so he could level up Beyonce.
But it gets worse from here.
Wendy. She later began hearing stories that made her question the official version of events. Some people claimed that Aaliyah did not even want to get on the plane that day. They said she was worried about the safety of the flight and tried to avoid boarding it. Wendy said that when she first heard these claims, she was not sure what to believe. However, the more people spoke about it, the more she felt that something serious might have been hidden from the public. Another part of the story that caught Wendy's attention was the way Aaliyah had been treated while she was still a teenager. Many fans believed that she was placed in situations that were not safe for someone so young. Wendy has often said that Aaliyah deserved better protection, especially from people who were supposed to guide her career. Instead of being treated like a child who needed support, she was pushed into an adult world much too early. Years later, Wendy became involved in a television movie about Aaliyah's life. She worked as an executive producer on the project because she believed the story needed to be told, even if it made some people uncomfortable. The film was called Aaliyah, the Princess of R&B, and it caused a lot of debate online. Some fans were angry and said Wendy was trying to make money from Aaliyah's name. Others believed that the movie could help people understand what the singer went through during her short life. While working on the film, Wendy said she learned even more details about Aaliyah's final days. However, she also explained that not everything could be included in the movie because of legal problems. Some stories were too sensitive, and the producers were afraid of being sued.
Yo, don't put up no movies. I said, that's not my style. That's not what I'm going to do. Yeah, I could have put up movies. I could have showed the R. Kelly video that everybody's talking about, made fun of it, and said, yeah, Jay's hanging out. When Jay and I was in there doing Best of Both Worlds, you can't tell me Jay didn't see a 14-year-old girl come in the studio and sit on R. Kelly's lap. No. You can't tell me, you won't tell me that working on that album, that he ain't never seen no 14-year-old girl come in the vicinity?
My belief is that anybody who's worked with him and been in his cipher has seen it go down.
You've seen it go down?
Yeah.
It's wrong. I've been around R. Kelly, and I pay for that, brother. I've been on a tour with him. It didn't last too long, but I've been around him. I didn't see no 14-year-old, but I talked to the man, and I've seen there's a little problem there. The brother needs help, and I pay for him. But if I sit there and did an album about women with him, I'm definitely maybe indulgent. He had to be indulgent to 14-year-olds, man. That's what I'm saying. What I'm here, I'm here for the people, man. I'm here to talk the truth. And I'm on
if they included them. Wendy later said that this was one of the most frustrating parts of the project. She felt that the public deserved the truth, but she was not allowed to show everything she had discovered. When the film was released, it received very harsh reviews. Many viewers said the story felt incomplete, while others believed it did not respect Aaliyah's memory. Wendy was very emotional after seeing the reaction. There is even a clip that later became a meme, showing her crying and looking overwhelmed. At the time, it was not funny at all. She said she was upset because she had tried to share an important story, but instead people only focused on criticizing her. Over the years, Wendy continued to speak about Aaliyah in interviews. She often repeated that the young singer had been under huge pressure from the industry. According to Wendy, there were powerful people who wanted control over her career and her image. Because Aaliyah was so talented and popular, many companies saw her as a way to make money. Wendy believes that this pressure played a role in many of the difficult situations Aaliyah faced. Fans also continue to talk about the relationship between Aaliyah and R. Kelly. Today, many people believe that she was taken advantage of when she was still a teenager. Wendy has said more than once that if Aaliyah had lived longer, she might have spoken openly about everything that happened to her.
I see my Aaliyah movie broke the internet this weekend. Everybody got an opinion. Well, I must tell you, whether you loved or hate, you watched. It was the second highest rated movie on all of cable this year so far.
What the?
Not Lifetime, but all of cable. And I must say, Flowers in the Attic was number one, or is number one, yeah. And then Us, so thank you. We all have opinions, but I must say, if you still want to see the Aaliyah movie, it comes on tonight at 8 o'clock on Lifetime. Thank
you. Did this manly Kermit the Frog just brag about that horrible movie?
And by the way, you, Alexandra Shipp, did a terrific job as Aaliyah.
I guess she's still on that.
Instead, her life ended before she had the chance to tell her full story in her own words. Even now, more than 20 years later, people still argue about what really happened on the day of the plane crash. Some believe it was simply a terrible accident. Others feel that there were too many strange details for it to be explained so easily. Wendy has never said she has full proof of a conspiracy, but she believes that many facts were never properly shared with the public. What makes this story so emotional is the fact that Aaliyah was still so young. She had already achieved a lot, but it felt like her real success was only beginning. Fans still listen to her music, watch her performances, and imagine what her career could have become if she had lived longer. For many people, she is remembered not only as a talented singer, but also as someone who deserved a much happier life. Wendy's recent comments have once again brought attention to the past. Some people agree with her and believe she is trying to protect Aaliyah's memory. Others feel that the story should finally be left alone, so the singer can rest in peace. No matter what people think, one thing is clear. Aaliyah's life and death still have a strong emotional impact on fans around the world. In the end, the reason this story continues to be discussed is simple. People want to understand the truth. They want to know whether the young star was treated fairly and whether her voice was ever truly heard. Wendy believes there is still more to learn, and she continues to speak because she feels the public deserves answers. Whether everyone agrees with her or not, The conversation about Aaliyah's life is not likely to disappear anytime soon.